Hi, this is my classroom. My name is Shannon and I work at the Montessori Center of Downriver in Southgate, Michigan. And I'll try to give you a real quick review of my classroom. These are our cubbies. I don't like anything on top of the cubbies. I'm pretty particular about that, making sure they look clean and neat. We do have this area over here for teachers. That's where we keep our drinks or our really special cards from kids. And this is our teacher shelf where I keep my observations, anecdotal, work that I'd like the kids to get to. That's my journal where I write down longer notes about kids. My manuals, always use them. That's our outdoor. We do have lessons outdoor, not too many in February, Michigan, but we do have access right outside, which is awesome. Kids keep their boots here because it snows and rains, and then we change it to slippers. This is the only other teacher thing, is that it's a teacher chair. I can sit here, help these older kids with their bigger, like printing. These are bigger tables, but I can also see the entire room from this chair, and including who's coming and going. I sit and kneel and stand a lot, but that was one luxury thing I bought myself just this year. This is our printing area. Metal insets, a great correspondence desk that I bought at an antique store for kids to, there's stamps, there's card making, all that kind of stuff in there. It's beautiful. Printing, we have clipboards, they can walk around. We have journal making, little dictionaries. They can pick the kind of journal paper they want, put a front and back cover on it. There's where they keep their journals that they're still working on. And journaling is insane in the classroom when those kids aren't writing. This is science. We keep, even if we're not on a specific unit, we'll keep that still out because again, those kids that journal or find something fascinating, I still want that information out for them where they can get to easily. Our science area, some sink and float, some habitats. Try to get a mix of botany, zoology, and physics all in it. Let me skip over to more of our language. This is our reading area. I keep the baby here too for baby washing. The books will be, like we're doing Chinese New Year right now, so a lot of the books will be holiday related or culture related, whatever we're doing in the moment or in the culture. Here's my language shelf. Pre-language is in the red baskets. Beginning sounds, ending sounds, middle sounds, CDC words, movable alphabet, long E. I added Dolch games, sight word games, bingo and memory games up through third grade because that's what I was finding out. I thought was a little miss in my training, but realizing most of my students go to public school and that's what they needed. And then diphthongs, digraphs, and then more grammar, nouns, verbs, articles, prepositions, adverbs, adjectives. Adjective farm. Let's swing around. We'll go to sensorial. I walked in, I noticed the little pink cube is missing, but somebody, as soon as we come back into school tomorrow, somebody's gonna tell me, some kid's gonna tell me exactly where it is, and I can't wait. Sensorial, a light table, which has been awesome for tracing, for doing tangram extensions. Here's a few non-Montessori materials that are great at light table, but the light table is awesome. Obviously, more pets, a lot of pets in here. Sensorial. Last year, I had a third of my class was kindergartners. So on day one, we had tasting out, we had smelling out, we had everything out. But this classroom is a lot younger, so we're kind of feeding all that stuff in slowly at time. Here is geography. Here's the passing of time. If you notice, I do not have a calendar on my wall. I don't do calendar every day. I don't want to do calendar every day. My students don't want to do calendar every day. It is just a lesson on the shelf. It's no more important or less important than any other lesson. There's no lesson I do every day, so in calendar is definitely not one of them. We do keep track of the days, but again, that's just something that we do, not as a group, but it's just something we do. Land or water. Again, we're doing Asia right now, so I have specific lessons out for Asia. These are our continent boxes where, as we learn about continents, we'll keep special things about that continent in there to explore. Maps. Next, over here, we have math. Beginning of the school year, I'll have some teacher-made pre-math materials, but now all my students are into the red and blue rods and past, so I have those gone and just have the traditional Montessori materials out. This is where we keep our bank game or 45 layout materials in this basket. I love it like that. And then since I can take out that pre-math stuff, it gives me more room now for my older kids to get things like fractions and money and division, multiplication. I can start pushing things over and get into that. So every month, my classroom does not look the same because my kids aren't the same. And every year, my classroom doesn't look the same because my kids aren't the same. And that is the way it should be. It shouldn't be something that worries you. If your classroom's always the same, that would worry me. Here's our Peace Corner. I decided to put fancy hand washing in Peace because I thought it was a really nice fit here. Here's some of our lessons we have in Peace Corner. This is such a nice spot. I love it. Let's go into practical life. So you can see we have a microwave, teapot, refrigerator. The kids can use this anytime. Dishwashing station, anytime. This stuff's not set up yet for like peeling, cracker spreading, peanut cracking, because nobody's in class right now and why do that. Cereal's available anytime. When kids are hungry, they get to eat, because if they're hungry, they don't get to do they can't do anything else. If they're tired, if they're hungry, if they're scared, we have to get them through that. So I don't put a limit. I don't say, oh, you're only hungry enough for 2 graham crackers today, because I have no idea if they're only hungry for 2 graham crackers. They only know what they're hungry for. I have no idea what they're hungry for academically or physically. So we let them decide. They're humans. They have a right to. Again, here's my practical life stuff. A lot of teachers have 3 trays. I went down to 2 for reasons too long to explain on this video. But again, we're doing Asia, so I have a lot of Asian themed stuff out during this time. Twisting, all that kind of stuff. And again, when last year, by February, this wasn't like sink and float out here. This was, last year when I had a lot of kids, we had griddles out, we had sewing out, we had sewing machines, we had looming, weaving. This group's much younger, so my practical life is much different. And then this is our scrubbing shelf, which is always popular. Watering plants, care of plants, leaf washing, dusting, baby washing, window washing, table scrubbing, all that kind of stuff is there. Here is my art area. This is the biggest table we have in here. Again, art does not have to stay in this area. If people want to do art privately, they can go anywhere they want. If they want to collaborate on math, they can get a bigger rug. If they want to do math alone, they can be by themselves. But being social or being able to focus are both important options in Montessori. So I have tables where students can be together. I have tables where kids can definitely be by themselves. And the same thing is true for their body. They can stand, they can sit. Obviously, for Montessori, they can go on rugs. They can kneel at that table. I make sure that physically and socially, there's multiple ways that kids can, places within the environment that they can work at, and not just single tables. Because Montessori, one of the most beautiful parts is that they can collaborate or they can be alone. And I want to make sure I have an environment situated for that. Here's how I keep my art instead of on trays. I love what I do this. This just works well for my kids, where there's like crayons in one of these, scissors, glue, stamping. Each bin has a different thing. Here's where we keep our paper. This will always be different. A lot of red right now because of the Chinese New Year coming up. Sometimes there's collage stuff down there. And then our tool bench. I'll keep things like simple lessons down here for our younger kids. And then the older kids, we have hand drills. We have a wood pile. They just go at it, do whatever they want. Art easel, and then I keep art easel scrubbing right under there too. That's a little hint. Because believe me, then it's almost always washed. But this is my environment. I tried to do it under 10 minutes. I can talk forever. Hopefully maybe someday you'll just come here in person and visit me. Again, oh, we have our own bathroom inside the classroom. We're very lucky to have that. This is also where the kids' art gallery is, because I want to display their artwork, but I don't want it out on in the actual classroom where it could feel like a distraction. But this is where, when children are really pretty incredibly proud of their work, this is where it's going to go up. Again, this is how we kind of keep our toothbrushes and our change of clothes, wipes. It rotates. I'm not saying it's the perfect idea, but it's the best one we've come up so far. But this is my environment. I love it. Again, Southgate, Michigan, Montessori Center of John River. You're welcome to observe. Come and observe anytime you want. Hope to see you soon. Good luck to all you guys in training. Bye.